These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hi there, I'm Jamie Bourne with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. A 51-year-old Phoenix man has died after a domestic violence call led to a shooting in Arcadia. This happened at around 8 in the morning yesterday. Police say that the victim was James Arthur Eves, known as Artie. Eves did not survive his injuries and died at the scene. Police say that evidence pointed to his brother as a suspect. 49-year-old Christopher Arthur Eves later returned to that scene with other family members. ABC15 was given these photos as police made that arrest.
Makes me feel very concerned because this is usually a quiet neighborhood.
Christopher Eves is now facing multiple charges, including murder. Artie Eves was a prominent trial attorney who previously worked for the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. 4 men are now being indicted after being accused of attacking former Arizona Coyotes player Paul Bissonnette last year. The incident happened at a Scottsdale restaurant. All 4 men are now being charged with aggravated assault. Their trial could start as early as this summer. Looking ahead this week, Democrats are trying to rally their base, saying that in order to extend President Trump's 2017 tax cuts, Medicaid cuts would likely need to happen. It is something that the president has repeatedly promised not to do. And our ABC15 political team, including Ben Brown, is now hearing from one couple married for 14 years who tell us they had to make a drastic decision in order to get their health care.
Kathy has known her husband since they were kids.
I mean, I've known this man all my life. I've known him since I was 9, since I was a child.
But after having brain surgery, in order to keep getting the medical care she needs, the couple had to make a tough decision.
I had to divorce my husband of 14 years because his retirement was too much money in our household for me to get on access or to get VA benefits.
Kathy, a veteran, didn't qualify for Medicaid because her husband's savings and income were too high. $32,000 a year.
I only have a really small retirement.
I mean, it's not huge. He was a detention officer for Maricopa County.
Yeah.
So small retirement and disability. Plus, not disability anymore. He's over 65, so Social Security.
She's worried Republicans will now slash Medicaid in order to fund President Donald Trump's agenda, a main talking point for Democrats who have barnstormed the state this week, holding rallies, events, and town halls, highlighting the GOP's budget blueprint, saying it likely can't be funded without cuts to Medicaid as they try to motivate their base.
We got a different idea. Instead of cutting Medicaid, we're going to guarantee health care to every man, woman, and child in this country.
House Speaker Mike Johnson said he believes they can find savings without cutting benefits, while other Republicans think Medicaid needs an overhaul.
This country needs to change. I don't understand why someone would actually vote against universal health care. With universal health care, I could still be married to my husband.
Ben Brown, ABC15, Arizona.
There is bipartisan support in the Arizona Senate for a bill to integrate Asian American and Pacific Islander history in Arizona's classrooms. If passed, schools would be required to teach Asian American history as early as 2028. Time right now for that most accurate forecast. We are going to be warming up here this weekend in the valley. 87 degrees is our expected high today. Now, normally this time of year, we're only at about 80 degrees. Not quite at the record of 94 set back in 1990, but getting awfully close and also not really feeling very spring-like for this time of year, right? Here are our highs all across the state today. It will be a lot cooler in parts like Sedona. Flagstaff, you're going to be sitting at 59 degrees today. And Flagstaff will also be dipping down to the 20s overnight, but we'll only be dipping down to about the 60s here in the valley. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. We will be flirting with the 100-degree temperatures on Tuesday, but we will dip down just a little bit by the end of the work week. For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, you can head on over to ABC15.com or download that free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.